Hey everybody, welcome to Color Conversations with Crawford Street. I'm Tanner, and today we are talking about a color. It's the last color in our spring collection, and it is really like a great color when you're talking about transitioning from spring to summer. It's got enough color to be punchy or even alluring. Like it's got enough there to actually kind of captivate somebody or to actually go with something intentionally, but it's also not fully bright color. You know, it's not like we're in full on saturation mode or anything like that. It's very demure, very nice, and sweet and nature inspired. It's very appropriate for a lot of styles. It would be very appropriate for a lot of spaces, a lot of different applications, exteriors, cabinetry. But today I actually picked this color to talk about specifically because we are seeing so much trim work going on. So many of our clients are adding wainscoting to spaces, or whole walls are being done, or they are color drenching all the woodwork to make a more traditional style, a more traditional feature in a space look a little more modern by adding color, by color drenching it, And so this color to me is just a wonderful color for something that is a wainscoting, because like I said, it's got enough color that you can tell whatever wallpaper or vanity you put with it, or flooring or rugs, it's going to be obvious that you wanted a color, but it's not going to be so much color that you're stuck or limiting yourself when you go to pick materials. You're not, because it is very natural. So without further ado, today's color is Sherwin Williams 9641 Dewdrop. And it's actually very charmingly blue, but compared to my blue shirt, it doesn't actually really look that blue, which, goes to show you guys, like we always talk about, color is only as important as what's around it, So you picking a color is only important if you're paying attention to everything else that's going to be kind of visible when viewing the color. So it's not a bold, bright blue. It's not a Carolina blue. It's not like a sport color blue. It is just barely blue. Its LRV is 70, so you're still lighter, but if pure white is 100, then you're still a good bit a ways. So that, like I said, this is a beautiful exterior. If you have a white trim, it's a little bit coastal or light and airy feeling. But it's also muted enough to where it doesn't feel like the beach. It just feels, like I said, kind of sea inspired or some sort of water inspired color, and it's light and airy and it's pretty, but it's there and it's noticeable. So in the natural light, you're going to see much more of that light blue. Not in natural light, you're not going to see much of it at all. It's going to appear almost white, almost like maybe white with a cooler gray undertone or whatever. But it's definitely gonna hold that coolness. So even if you don't have direct light on it, you're still going to see some sort of powder blue. You know what I mean? Powder blue effect. Like it's not ever going to look like as bright as my shirt. Like I said, it's not that type of baby blue. It's a soft, demure blue that looks just so beautiful when you need a little bit of color, but not too much color. And so, like I said, I picked this specifically because we have so many clients. Lots of women, lots of homeowners are looking for wainscoting for a powder bath, or laundry room cabinet color, or a color that they can color drench their office in. And I always say, pick a neutral, because you don't want to go in and color drench everything. Actually, listen, if you want to color drench everything in a deep dark color, go for it. But if you're really not trying to, like I said, draw so much attention, you're really trying to be more demure about it, you know, a little more light and airy. I'm just like a little tap on your shoulder instead of a slap in your face. You know what I mean? And so this color is just perfect for when you're wanting to do a bold color effect, like color drenching, or you're wanting to do it on something that's already got pattern and texture on it, like a wainscoting or a wall feature or whatever. This is just a great way that you're gonna get you're gonna get color to enhance all of that texture, all the lines that you want to see on that wainscoting or on that trim or on your cabinetry or whatever. You're gonna see it, and it's gonna give it color, but it's not a color that's not gonna go with like most things. It's going to go, you know, I mean, it's almost like a sky. It's gonna go with, if it's in a bathroom, all kinds of marbly tiles, you know, because it pulls that just barely into blue feel that marble can offer. And it's gonna go with beautiful wallpapers. It's gonna go with even a deep wallpaper, and this as, you know, the wainscoting. This is just, like I said, we get so many requests for a color that somebody could do for their trim work, for their wainscoting, and they still want to do something else with it. A wallpaper above is usually what it is, or a great piece of art, or a great light fixture or something in the space, great rug. Like I said, this is so just alluring. It is such a sweet color. I didn't really talk about undertones or anything, but there aren't so many. I mean, it really is a good blue, just with a little bit of mutedness. You know what I mean? It's not fully saturated. There is some like gray. It has been grayed out a little bit, but it's not warm, but it's not gray cool. You know what I mean? It's a soft color. It's not, like I said, it is not like pow color. And I think that's why it is such a safe bet for people that want something to add to their woodwork. Because like I said, I can tell you that you could do this on horizontal shiplap, vertical board and batten, regular squares, you know, like wainscoting. There's so many applications that this would really enhance, because it has just enough color. But then I said, like, at the same time, it's not going to, you know, box you into a certain vanity color or a certain frame color for that art. It's really not. It's just a great balance of demure color, just a little bit of color, can be elegant and refined, but can also be a little bit casual. But again, it's not so much that you're like, wow, look at that blue wall. You would not ever think that. It's so sweet, and it just, like I said, it feels like it's the perfect color to go from spring to summer. It's like, you know, blue skies and warm weather, and you know, it's just so calming and just so natural for your eye, a color that your eye would just naturally take in, and it has just the right amount of oomph to make you notice what you're putting on top of. Because if you pay for a trim work, you want that to be noticeable, right? If you add this feature, you want people to notice it. So it's a great way to highlight that feature. And then, like I said, while still kind of going with whatever else you plan on putting in the room, even if you don't know what that is yet. So if this is your color, that is so cool. I'm glad I got to talk about it. If you're not sure if it's your color and you want to talk about it some more, then reach out or comment, and we will be happy to help you. And if you feel like maybe it's a little too blue, not blue enough, too light, and you want help adjusting, you can reach out for that too. And as always, if you'd like to have more color conversations, then subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye. Have a good day. Have a good day.